Welcome to Shadow of the Copy and Pasted Colossus. Hope I said that title right. Shadow of the Copy and Pasted Colossus? Yeah. What's up guys, it's Daz here. Apparently I'm bad at intros, but hey, we've taken out a big chunk of statues. Why did I say copy and paste? Because literally 2/3 of this Colossus introduction from God Voice over here is literally taken from other Colossi. We've got a Guardian set loose, which was told from Celosia, and then, or told for Celosia, and then we've got It Lusts for Destruction, which was also what was said in Barber, you know, the big humanoid bearded guy underground. So this guy's like 1/3 original apparently, and actually he is kind of similar to another Colossus. This one is known as Zenobia. Yes, Zenobia. From the name you might be able to guess which one it's kind of related to, but I don't know. Its Latin word is Clades Candor. Clades Candor? I don't know, I'm going to stop repronouncing Latin names. Now actually I believe it is in... No, it is not. It is over there? I don't know if it's over there. Okay, apparently it's in the top left corner. Didn't know that. Now I know we've got to get through that massive maze thing. Well, actually, it looks like there's a path right through Gaius's area and just straight forward. Alright, we'll go that way. It's in the top left corner. I thought it was in the top right, when I know it's a completely different Colossi that's in the top right. Agro, are you alright? I almost called him Argo. A lot of people call him Argo for some reason. Argo, not Aggro. Or I don't know. Names are really lost on me. But yeah, this guy appears to be 1/3 original, and he is very similar to another Colossus we'll see. Now from the fans, well, Phalanx was a fan favourite and everyone loves him. And Barsaran is not so much favoured. This guy gets some mixed reviews. On one hand, they don't like his structure and his sort of, being. Yeah, generally just they don't like how he looks. But a lot of people like the way you defeat him. I personally find it to be a little bit repetitive and like uninteresting after maybe the 3rd time you do it, but still it's different. Like the tactic to destroying them is definitely different to the others. And hey look, it's Gaius's area with the lake. Oh, it was so long ago since we've been here. For me it's been like 3 days, but for everyone else it's been like a week. Wow, I should really get started on uploading these videos. Anyway, we're not going to go to the area anymore. We're just going to go right around and through this path. And apparently, if I'm lucky, I guess I can keep looking at the map to guess. But yeah, just keep going forward. We'll see how it goes. Oh boy. Right, I'm trying to think of other little trivial bits that I'm not like ruining what it is as such. But really, nope, there's nothing new. Just swallowed on my own spit. Lovely. Actually, while I've got some time talking to you, since clearly the Colossi are getting further and further away from the shrine, let's talk about movie adaptations. I've asked questions before, but I have another one for you, or another idea, and that was... Welp, it's gone. Oh, I think it was a... Nope. I've already said about, like, having a timing thing going on. I think this is the wrong path. Yes, this is the path I took in my practice file. I went left, and that's not right because it's not right because it's not on the path. But there is a lizard here, so let's go take this out. I did have a movie adaptation idea I wanted to point out, but I don't remember what it was. I guess one of them actually was if I ever had to if I was like writing it or directing it or whatever position of power would control this next bit. If I had to Hollywoodize it. I've forgotten what it's actually called. Like, you know, when you make it like overly done to be better for movies, and often it's kind of a bad thing. Like, oh, you have to have a heterosexual romantic relationship, so let's throw the 2 characters into a kiss at the last minute that was in no way foreshadowed and there's no chemistry behind the characters. That sort of thing, where you had to do something that makes it interesting and better, supposedly. Something that I would think would be like an interesting idea for this to do, and even though this is a bad way to introduce it, is in the battle with Phalanx, the big flying worm thing. You're high up in the sky, but you're on sand. What I think would be really cool in a movie adaptation, though I probably wouldn't actually do it, but it would be cool as an idea, is where is this lizard? It's there now. Is to have it so that Wanda's obviously been fighting all these Colossi. He probably trips up every now and again. But what I think would be really interesting, or an interesting idea to take into your headcanon, is stop rambling. Wanda falls off of Phalanx at some point and comes crashing down onto the ground and onto the sand. Thankfully, because it's sand, it doesn't kill him, but it breaks his arm. So then, not only is this like story about a human who has to destroy these massive creatures in supposedly impossible odds, he now, in a more determined fashion to show just how like determined he is to see Mono, he has to now do the rest, the last like 4 or 5, with a broken arm. And he could probably do it. I expect like all the determination would go into him, but now that I'm saying it out loud, I'm realizing it sounds very ridiculous and stupid. But hey, if Hollywood ever wanted like it to be overly done and like make it even more powerful than it already is, that's one way to do it. Break the protagonist's arm and then just show him trying to climb a Colossus with one arm. I mean, you'd know he'd do it. He says like he'd sacrifice everything, even if it hurts. And clearly he is. He's clearly not in good condition. His skin's all unwrinkled, like it's going all wrinkly. He's gonna need some moisturizer real soon. But yeah, I think there's also another save shrine to the right, like back there, but I'm not gonna go there. We're gonna go out and around so that we can actually fight with Zenobia. Try not to waste any more time because the battle is a little bit lengthy. It's not like crazy lengthy, and it's not like what was it? Pelagia. That was the one that took me a long time. No, it's not quite that long, unless I fail at it, which I could do, but then I can easily cut it out because there's specific points that you would cut to, whereas Pelagia is just sort of generally there. Anyway, render distance aside, with all the actually, this game does have some pretty bad render distance. Maybe it's just this area. Or maybe it's because I don't know, maybe it's because I'm not actually looking at the horse, because there is quite a bit of render distance, and I guess it is like a 2005, 2006, 2004 game, I've completely forgotten the year already. So it kind of is understandable, but it really is surprising, because you hear it praised so much, and it's just interesting that there's all these little glitches and little oversights that probably wouldn't be as acceptable these days, but it's pretty damn good for its time, I must say. I myself actually hadn't heard about this game until like a couple years ago. I'm very out of the loop with some of these games. It's because it's a PlayStation game, actually. I'm not up to date with PlayStation games as much as anything else. I used to have a PlayStation 2. I think I had a PlayStation 1 as well for a bit, but I didn't like the games and I didn't play it very much. I just stuck to my GameCube because they actually had really good games, whereas the PlayStation, the games that I had, were not. Right. I'm talking like Over the Hedge and G.I. Joe. That was the games I had. That was about it. Right. I think I saw it up there. It got away from me. That's fine. I'll stab it with my swordy sword. No. Oh, yes. No. What do you do in that position? That's really... Don't do that. That's a really awkward position you put me in, lizard. Come on. Well, do they all have a crack there? Because I don't remember. I thought I would land on ground and then the other temple. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, I mean, I expect it's the exact same asset right here than everywhere else. Come on. How high can I jump now? Oh, it's not much higher. Okay. Whoop. Was that it there, or was that just grass? That might have just been grass. Where is... Oh, hello. Oh, goodbye. Oh. Oh, damn it. Come on. Yes. No. Whoa. Why are you tripping? There's a ground here. I mean, it might be a bit below, but... Okay. Now you're just looking like Mario. Let's fall. And I'm lost. How did that miss? Why are they missing? It's on point. Why did that still not hit him? Damn it, come on. No, don't go now. You are not allowed. There we go. I gave a lot of trouble. Okay. Jump! And I can never land on aggro, no matter how much I try. I've tried. It never works. Okay. Now, I am completely disorientated. Yay! Where am I? Okay, it seems like we're about here. Just need to get up these little bits here. Yeah, just go right and then left. Alright then. Zenobia awaits. We're at the final 3 Colossi. This is number 14. And then there's only 2 more after this. This is Shadow of the Colossus with 16 Colossi. Zenobia awaits. And I've completely run out of things to say, because I've said pretty much everything I wanted to. I mean, I could keep talking about movie adaptations, but I can't remember what I have and haven't said. Heartwarming thing between Wanda and Aggro. Yeah, that's the right one. showing off any battles, or more battles or less battles, I don't know. Yeah, in general, movie adaptations, it's something I'd be interested in watching and doing, even if it's just a fan version. If I had the budget to... I'm going the complete wrong way. How did I manage that? Turn around. I mean, that is the sword is going to tell me to go this way, right? No? Yes, it's sort of telling me to go there. It's weird the way the sword works, but yes. I would love to, if I had the budget to make like a fan version, I would absolutely just like take one of the Colossi and then just like mimic a fight against it in a movie adaptation. I'd probably use that as my way to like promote the idea that I make one, but I'm really over my head if I think I can make a Shadow of the Colossus movie. That's only in my dreams. It's also kind of a shame that video game movies aren't good. Though I've seen the film theory. I know it's all about taxes and purposely being bad because it gets you more money or something. I would just love to see just a person, a director or a writer, make a movie that's really good, even if it's just once. Just a really, really good video game movie. Even though generally it seems video games are superior to storytelling compared to movies, because you can actually interact and see a lot more in a video game because you invest so much more time and control as compared to a movie. But still, that'd be something I'd be interested in seeing. Anyway, Cenobia's in a little bit of a weird place. They set a closed city across a channel. If that was all Wanda had to go on, I have no idea how he'd found this place. He absolutely needs a sword, because while other things had hints, like above a lake or flying through the sky, which is also actually very vague, this one, just across some channel in a closed-off city, how would you ever guess that it's in the top left corner of the map? I certainly wouldn't. But anyway, here it is. The closed-off city of old even. Sort of looks more like The Last Guardian, actually. Where's my bird, cat, dog friend? And now, what we need to do is get to that area that it showed off. I think the way you do it, I think you gotta start from up here and like climb around and over. Oh no! Take the door! There you go. Just shows how much I've been playing this game too much, or getting into the logic of it too much. Now then, the way this place works is it's very grabbable. You can climb a lot of things here. It's all about 3D platforming. And that is exactly what we need to do. That's a staircase. Now for once, a Colossus that actually looks like it's supposed to be a statue, and it like makes sense. It's guarding this temple thing. It is a guardian set loose. It's the first Colossus to ever exit charging you, even though it's actually not charging you. Zenobia! Very similar to Celosia. Maybe they're like male and female versions, I don't know. But the way you want to survive against this guy is get out of his level. Jump. You'll see when he does that, he jumps, he hits you and knocks you down a bit. But what you want to do is you want to do some 3D platforming throughout this entire city. Seriously, it's all puzzle-based jumping and avoiding. Just keep jumping to bridges. But what's really, really important is you get to this bit here, because there's a pillar of grabbable things, and that's great. But once you're here, you'll notice Mr. Man is gonna watch. If you provoke him, then I thought he usually hits once and then the second time you have to provoke him, but alright. You're still not doing anything? Are you glitched on me? Come on. You can't just be here roughing up your hooves. You gotta do something. Come on. You designed your program to do one thing and you're messing up. Move, Zenobia. Well then, I'll just come and reactivate you. Get moving. I know what you want to do. Go. Are you gonna still... There you go. Good boy. I'm gonna fall. Right, so while the other one was very much like a bull or a lion, this one's also said to resemble a lion, and I can kind of see that, like its little stony things look like a mane. But generally, it seems quite dog-like as well, and that's the important bit. First of all, he hit without being provoked, which is exactly what we want, and the second time you have to provoke him, for some reason. But, if I don't cough my guts out, it's believed that this guy is based off of mythology, and is said to be Cerberus, the three-headed dog. I went flying, that's a shame. Also, this Colossus can also jump. You'll notice because he's going to jump the gap right now, isn't he? Or he's just going to... well, no, he is moving, just very slowly. But yes, Cerberus, known as being the three-headed guardian dog. I think you see that in the Disney Hercules movie, even though like he becomes like 20,000 heads. And it might possibly be the thing in Harry Potter as well. That's a three-headed dog, so maybe it's supposed to be Cerberus? I don't know. But yes, unfortunately this one doesn't have 3 heads. It would be interesting if it did, but instead it just decided to look more like its sister, Celosia. Even though I've been using his pronouns for Celosia this entire time, and they're probably none of them, just no Colossi have genders, but oh well. Come and hit me please, don't walk against that gap, don't glitch out, come hit me. Now, even though I was talking the whole time, I should probably have actually mentioned you're going to see a lot of these pillars, and when he hits them, they come falling down, making more paths for 3D platforming. You just need to direct him throughout this whole city. Even though it's not much of a city, it's more just some small ruins. I say small ruins, this is actually the second largest arena for a Colossi battle in the game, so it's not entirely useless. Now can I jump? Yeah! You don't actually have to do that. Generally it falls down next to him and you can jump from where it's fallen, but it just, you get a sense of accomplishment if you do it without. Now come hit me please. I'll just stand here. Doopity-doo. Now while Celosia and Cenobia may look very similar, and they are, Cenobia is actually very slightly smaller, or shorter shall I say, making this the shortest Colossus in the game. And that's why some people don't like it, because it just isn't as epic and large as maybe Phalanx or Gaius. It's just not big and epic, which is why some people don't like it. Other people though quite like it because it's 3D platforming to get you everywhere. It's like you gotta do more of a puzzle instead of just jump on its legs and stabby stab stab. I myself, I like it maybe to like this point, but then really like I've already hit this. This is like what, my 3rd or 4th pillar? I get the message. Can we stop with the pillars? You know, I like it, but it just gets a little repetitive and boring, and it's just like, okay, I get what you want me to do, I'll do it again, but it's not as fun as the 2nd time, or the 1st time, or the 3rd time. This is like the 5th time or something, so yeah. Whoop! No, I cannot get it that time, alright. Oh well, I mean, it's not like absolutely terrible, just a little repetitive. Fine by me. Now, this might be obvious in saying, but just like Celosia, I think? Yeah, Celosia. Cenobia also makes lion sounds, because he's quite lion-esque. Lion-esque? I'm sure that makes sense. Yeah. Well, just time to wait. And... Timber! This is not how I wanted that to go at all. I wonder if these pillars have got to be able to kill you if you can get underneath them, right? Or maybe it just pushes you out the side. Now this bit I also had quite a bit of trouble on for some reason in my practice file. I don't remember exactly why. I think it was just because I couldn't get onto this platform here. And you can't. But I don't think this topples over even though it shakes. You can get to it, and I can see how now, on this side. Very awkward and annoying. And then from here it's much easier to jump onto this pillar. Before I was trying to jump back, you know, do the jump backwards technique thing, and it just wasn't working for me, and it was very frustrating. And yes, this does not topple. It just keeps rumbling forever. But anyway, now that you're actually on the top, it's much easier to grab onto this pillar. And whoa, no! Don't fall when you got right to the top, Wanda. Now that we're here, this is probably the most important pillar, because, for one thing, it looks like the last one, and actually, if you've ever played with building blocks as a kid, you might be able to guess what happens next. Also, is this like you've been framed? What happens next? I don't know. Anyway, stab him while he's not paying attention. Please notice me, dog. Thank you. And, gee, I wonder what's going to happen when he hits a pillar that's always been falling and he hits towards these block-like things. Wow! Let's talk about music for a minute. When we came here and we saw the city, I wasn't listening it because the volume was so low that I wasn't actually paying attention, but it plays a closed off city because it's a closed off city. But also, when you're actually chasing it, on this, I think it's the music playing now, you get Liberated Guardian, which has been playing for Kuramori and Celosia, implying that all three of them are guardians of some sort. You also get a Despair-Filled Farewell, which is also unique to these three Colossi. So even though Kuramori's is a little bit more vague, it seems maybe that all three of them are somewhat a guardian of something. Oh, don't let me fall. I can't entirely remember how this next bit goes. I think it is just a matter of you provoke them from here, and then they try and knock you down. We'll find out if it's wrong eventually. If I can actually go forward. Bada boom, bada boom. Come and attack me. Ba ba bada ba bada ba. There we go. Knocking that down. It doesn't come in one big bulk. It crushes him. Crushing dogs. Shadow of the Colossus. Also, hello, I'm right here apparently. And now, its armor's been forcibly ripped off of it. You might think that's kind of sad, but actually it just aggravates it a little bit. Oh boy. Okay, now we want to get to higher ground quickly or we're going to be really screwed. No, quicker, quicker, quicker. Okay, there we go. And now, unfortunately, we can't stand on this platform because, what do you know, it's gone. But what we can do is get up a little bit. Did we destroy one of its eyes, or is it just hidden? No, you can see it there, it's just sort of hidden. Now what we want to do is somehow find a way so that it's near enough. You think that's near enough? That's probably near enough. Let's do it. Get onto his back. I missed. Well. Boop, boop, boop. This is awkward. Goodbye. Ugh. Okay. Try this again with the opera singing like crazy. Boom! I'm on you, definitely. Okay. This guy swings about quite a bit. You might not be able to get a full-size stab, even though I just did. Maybe you can get a full-size. I think actually I had an easy time with this in my practice file. Big shots! Let's get them all in. Finally, all three of the Guardians are taken, and now all that's left is the treasure at the end. What is the treasure at the end? I guess Mono's soul or something. I don't know. Really, he doesn't put up much of a fight anymore, so really, I've already won. Let's get one final lift up of the elbow and slam it right down. So dramatic, a piece of paper fell off my lap. And once again, pretty much the same death animation as Celosia, but Wanda is crushed on the side. And these aren't very potent death tendrils, there aren't many there. But I'll hate them.